Good afternoon, guys. Welcome back to the channel. Today we're getting back inside of the Duramax with the gooseneck again, and going up the road. We're getting ready to go to my buddy Austin's shop and pick up his 300ZX and take it down to his mine shop, and he's going to help me get the Cateye up into the shop. If you watch the last video, it was just kind of sitting outside because it was just me and everyone was working and I couldn't push it inside. So he's gonna come down and help me push it inside, and hopefully when we get down there, we can kind of maybe pull the heads off of the Cateye, make sure they're okay. And we'll talk a little bit more about the build with the 6.0 and what is to come. But let's get up inside of the Duramax and go over across town and pick up a car. Interesting idea, but will it pay off? We'll find out. He's got to, because it's a car, because it's so steep on the gooseneck, you'll end up bottoming out if you don't change the angle of the ramps a little bit. But we are here at Austin's Auto Service, which is Austin's shop, which is the owner of the gooseneck trailer here, obviously, because it's got the big Austin's Auto Service on it. Just brought this thing back from the shop so he can get the car, and we can get back to the shop and get the Cateye, which has puked all over the boards. Brand new boards, soiled by the Cateye. Oh well, it'll be all right. But hurry up and get this car up here on the trailer and get down to the shop and start looking into the Cateye. Alrighty guys, so the car's up on the trailer. I was gonna film it putting it up on there, but I didn't press the record button. But it's not like it weighs that much. It doesn't have an engine in it or anything. And obviously the Duramax just pulled the Cateye all the way to Florida. So we're gonna get down to the shop, tear into this Cateye, and see what type of destruction we've done inside of the engine. Alrighty guys, so you can see here the Cateye is up inside of the shop, and we are working on getting the heads off at this point. I've got the actual cold air intake off of it. I'm working on pulling the fuel rails. Michael's over here working on the coil packs. Once I get the fuel rails off, we'll take the intake off, and then we'll focus on getting valve covers off, then the headers, and then of course rocker arms, and then the head bolts, so we can pull the heads off and see what kind of carnage we've got down in there. So first things first, intake manifold's got to come off before we can get to anything, and once that comes off, it'll be a lot easier to get up in there and get to the coil packs and bolts for the headers and stuff like that. So I'll pick back up the camera in just a second. Alrighty guys, so we have got the intake manifold off. It's sitting right over there beside the toolbox, and I've got one valve cover off right now. I was just kind of glancing down in the intake ports at the valves. All those look fine, but that doesn't say much. I've got to get the head off to really see. So what I'm gonna do next is, of course, we have to repeat the process over here and get the valve cover and the coil packs and all that off over here. What I'm going to do next is I'm going to go ahead and take the rocker arms off and then get the headers unbolted. And once I get the headers unbolted, I can focus on getting the head bolts off and actually pulling this head off first. I'll get Michael back over here to help me get this side torn down, and we'll hopefully have the head off here in the next half hour or so I can see what's going on down in here and see if all the pistons are in the location or they decided to head on out. So pick up the camera in just a second. Alrighty guys, so just went ahead and pulled rocker arms and push rods out. All the push rods are perfectly straight, so that is a good thing. I know the guys wanted to see some bent push rods, but I'm kind of glad that we didn't find any push rods, but we're closing in on it. We can feel it in the oil and smell it, and some coolant in some places, which is kind of scaring me if the heads are destroyed, but it could just be the head gasket. I'm taking a break from the topside creeper. We're letting Austin break the headers loose, and once we get the headers off, then we can go ahead and pull the heads off and see what type of destruction we're working with here. You having fun, Austin?
Yeah, can't breathe.
Yeah, no, that's topside creeper. It's great, but it collapses your chest. Don't you think you got that thing about maxed out there, buddy?
Yeah.
All right, I'll pick back up the camera in just a minute. All right, guys, so we got all the bolts out, and we are getting ready to lift the head up and see what type of destruction we got going on this side. Go ahead and lift it up, Austin. Let's see it. Oh, Lordy. Oh, that's disappointing. Both the pistons are in there. All of them are in there. Damn it. That's all right. And no, the engine wasn't full of coolant. It's because we took the head off. Wait a minute. This one don't look right. Oh, look.
Is it cracked?
Ready?
Oh, it's not connected anymore. Push it at the bottom.
It's definitely not connected. No, you can't. It's hitting the... Are the rest of them connected? That one's connected. That one's connected. That one's... All right, so... Cylinder 2 is not connected. So, or the piston for number 2 is no longer connected to anything, which we kind of figured it was 1 and 2 that's out. Let's go look at this head and see how messed up it is. It looks like it did fly up and hit the head because it was at the top.
Did it?
The piston was, yeah. How's it look?
No damage.
They definitely got crispy.
Yeah. And that, the white valves right here, is going to be the code that it threw for running too lean.
Yeah.
That's why you're seeing all that.
Well, I mean, I don't see any visible damage to them.
Nope.
I mean, we'll get them cleaned up really good and take a closer look, but that's a good sign for this side.
Hey, right here is that
What do you see?
where it hit?
No. That's just
yeah.
Well, let's pull that other one.
Alrighty, well, yeah, let's go get the other one off. That's good news, everybody. So, one head is safe, and we do plan to use those heads on the 6.0, which there's going to be a total video coming out of the future plans for the 6.0, but I'll get into that later. But I'll pick back up the camera once we get to the other side, and I feel like...
Hopefully there's a little bit more coming.
I feel like that driver's side is the worst side. Cylinder 1, I'm betting, was the first one to let go, and that was the first wrist pin that shot out. And if it's really ugly, it's ugly on the driver's side. So I'll pick back up the camera here in just a minute. Alrighty, guys, so we're gonna find out what's behind head number 2. Let's see it, Austin.
3, 2.
Oh, yep, I see. So, yep, I figured this was the bad side.
Oh.
I see a piece of... I'm sure that one's not connected anymore. That don't look good.
Something just dropped, yeah.
That might be from the head. Is that piston still connected? Push down on it. Oh,
Nope.
lordy, no.
It's cracked too.
Yep. I can see it.
This cylinder wall actually feels... Oh, no. There we go.
Yeah, oh, yeah, there was a big gouge on the
Yep.
other one. See,
Well,
that's what I figured. I figured it was 1 and 2 that shot out. And I was right. Check, those are all still in there.
Yep.
Huh. Yep, 1 and 2.
Sweet. Well,
Alrighty.
we'll be auctioning this off later. I'm just...
Yeah. All right, where's that head at? We gotta take a good look at that head and see what the carnage we just saw inside of that. That would have me a little bit worried.
Not bad.
Huh.
Obviously, the
Yeah.
white is from that leaning out.
From
code.
leaning out, yeah. Which
Same as the other head.
yeah, it looks just like the other one did.
Yep.
So pretty cool. We'll do the same thing. We'll clean this one up really good and double check it. And of course, that'll be in a later video. But there you go. That's a look at the carnage. And of course, it'll be exciting to see what's in the oil pan. But we're not ready to pull the short block out yet. That's going to come on another night. It's getting late. It's time to get this video edited and put out to you guys. So a couple things to note. 1 and 2 is what gave up. And that's on both banks. And the heads are fine. Is what they appear to be fine. And we'll clean them up and double check. But they should be good to go to put on the 6.0. The next video is going to be what all I'm going to do to the 6.0, what the build is going to involve, and probably pulling the rest of this out of the Cateye here and getting the ball rolling on getting the 6.0 built back up and ready to go back up in here. It won't be a long process like it was the first time we built this 5.3. So I appreciate you guys watching. Drop any comments you got down below. You can follow me over on Instagram at Austin04_Z71. I appreciate you guys watching. You guys got anything to add?
Nope,
Nope.
that's it. We were wishing for more carnage, but
Oh, wow. Thanks, guys.
Too bad we didn't crack the
Yeah,
head.
well, y'all wanted like 4 heads instead of 2.
yeah, we did.
4 heads. Hey, well, there might be cams with an S. There might not be one cam.
we were hoping for some of the push rods we bent. Oh, they're over here.
No, they were all straight. Yeah, I showed them all that. We're definitely straight on all those.
No such luck with these.
Yep, I know. I'm sorry y'all were so disappointed. So
Do better next time.
I know I'll do a better job and shoot it out the block next time. All right, take care. Have a great day.